Hi, good morning everyone. Hope you all enjoy your day, enjoy your work, take care of yourself, everyone. Okay, welcome to the another session of multiplication. So today in multiplication of fractions, we are going to do properties of multiplication. We very well know about that what are the properties, but actually if that is multiplication comes under fraction, so what are the properties of that one? So I have some properties here. Like first is commutative property, associative property, multiplicative identity, multiplicative inverse, multiplication with zero, distributive properties over addition and subtraction both. So here in this case, first property of multiplication is commutative property. I already told many times commutative property deals with only two numbers. If it is addition, you have to add two numbers in any order. See, if it is multiplication, you have to multiply two fractions in any order. If we are dealing with the fractions, so commutative means if there are two numbers, two fractions are there, you can multiply those fractions in any order. Suppose I have in the first property, I have 2 by 3 into 3 by 5. I have these two fractions. I can multiply in any order. Like I can consider second number at first position and first number as second position. When I multiply this, 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5 into 2 by 3. Here 3 is cancelled in both the cases, and in both the cases I get the same answer. So that is commutative property. Second property is associative property. Associative property means you are dealing with the three numbers. If you have three fractions are there, you can multiply those three fractions in any order. Like I have a question, I have like three fraction 4 by 3 into 1 by 5 into 7 by 2, like this. If I multiply last two fraction first and whatever fraction is present in first position later, so I got the same answer. Like here, if I multiply first two fractions and third one later, my answer will in both the cases same. Like here in the first case, that is my left side. So if I multiply this like 4 by 3 into, that becomes 7 by 10. In the other side, that is 4 by 15 into 7 by 2. In the both the cases, if you want to cancel, you can cancel 4 into 7, 28 by 30, and here also 28 by 30. It means you get the same answer. If there is a common is there, like if they comes in a common table like 2 tables, so you can divide with 2 also. So that gives you 14 by 15. So that is a associative property. Next one is multiplicative identity. Now question is that what is multiplicative identity? Multiplicative identity is that when we multiply any fraction with any number, that gives me the same answer. Like here, my third property is that if I multiply, suppose I have 1 by 5 by 12. So which number I have to multiply here? I got the same answer. So obviously that is 1. It means when you multiply any fraction with 1, you get the same answer. This one we call it multiplicative identity. Similarly, our fourth property is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means when you multiply this number with any number, you get the answer 1. So which number you have to multiply with? Reciprocal of this number, like this, 12 upon 5. Reciprocal means you interchange numerator denominator with each other. Like, or other words we can say that you swap the numerators and denominator with each other. So 5 by 12 multiply with 12 by 5. When you multiply this, so this is 1, and this we call it multiplicative inverse. This we call it multiplicative inverse. So that is my fourth property. Now fifth property is multiplication with 0. If you multiply any fraction means any fraction, multiply by 0, doesn't matter which position you are going to multiply, your answer always be 0. That is multiplication property of 0 or multiplication with 0. When you multiply any number, doesn't matter how big a number is this, if you multiply any number with 0, you get the answer 0. Next, our sixth property is distributive property over addition and subtraction. Distributive property of addition and subtraction means if I have a number like 3 by 5, okay, so in the bracket 3 into 1 by 3 minus 1 into 2 by 3, I have this number. Either you're going to add or either you're going to subtract. Condition is same. Now here distributive property means if two numbers are added in the bracket and one number outside is multiplied, you open the bracket with multiply each number within the bracket, and whatever sign is present inside, that will become between the two numbers, like this. If you open the bracket, first number will be multiplied by first number, because in between that there is a multiplication sign. 3 into 1 by 3 plus 3 by 5 into 1 into 2 by 3. Now when you solve this one, in both the cases you will get the same answer. Here if I check with that, 3 multiplied by 3 plus 1 gives you 10 by 3 plus 3 into 1, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 by 3. Here 3 by 5 into 10 by 3 plus 3 by 5 into 5 by 3. 3, 3, 5, 5 cancel because multiply sign is between that. Here 3 also cancel. 5 2s are 10. On this side I got the answer 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. Here also when you solve, 3 by 5 into 15 by 3. 3 1s are 3, 5 3s are 15. Here you also got the 3 answer. Here you also got the 3 answer. Answer is same in both the cases. So that is the distributive property. Distributive property means you have to multiply each number in the bracket individually and add and subtract according to the sign which is present inside. Suppose here sign will present negative sign. So what will you do? You will go with the subtraction. 10 minus 5 give you 5. 5 upon 3 and 3 upon 5 gives you 1. Here is also similarly, if you subtract, like here you got 2, here you got 1. 2 minus 1 gives you 1 in both the cases. Next is, these are the properties we generally deal with multiplication in the fraction. Next is division. Division, we can say that division is the inverse operation of the multiplication. Like it is opposite to the multiplication. Like here, for example, I have a question, 3 by 4 divide by 1 by 3. If I have a question, 3 by 4 divide by 1 by 3, that means you can't directly divide 3 by 4 by 1 by 3. First you can change the divide into multiplication. If you change this divide into multiplication, whatever fraction is present after the division sign, that you have changed into inverse, multiplicative inverse or reciprocal. Reciprocal means you change the numerator and denominator with each other. So that gives you answer 9 by 4. And when you go with the mixed fraction, like 9 divided by 4, 4 2s are 8. Again 2 into 1 by 4. Quotient into remainder upon divisor. So this way you can deal. But if it is written like that, 7 by 4 divided by like 5. So that means if nothing is written in any number in the denominator, we consider that is a 1. So we write 7 by 4 into 1 by 5. When divide changes into multiply, fraction on any number after the division sign, swap the numerator and denominator with each other, or you can write the reciprocal of that number or inverse of that number, so that become 7 by 20. Okay, in this regard I have one question. If this question comes in the word problem, so how you solve? Suppose I have a statement, a 4 by 7 kg pineapple. Suppose you have a not whole pineapple, you have a 4 by 7 kg pineapple. You have to divide this into two pieces. You have to divide this 4 by 7 kg pineapple into two pieces. So find the weight of each piece. You have to find what will be the weight of each piece. If two pieces weight is 4 by 7 kg when you buy the pineapple from the market, so you think that we need only two pieces. Okay, so if two pieces total weight is 4 by 7 kg, so how will you divide these two pieces into two different pieces so that both pieces have same weight? Ultimately, from this question you easily understand that 4 by 7 you have to divide into two pieces. So you write like that, 4 by 7 multiply by 1 by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, that is 2 by 7. 2 by 7 kg. It means one each piece weight will be 2 by 7 kg. Similarly, if whatever this type of question is come, like you have total amount is given, you have to divide into 4 equal parts, divide into 5 equal parts, just simply divide that fraction into that part. So easily you get the how much each part one will get. Thank you. Have a nice day. Enjoy your days.